This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Thanks for checking in here on a Monday. Thanks for watching on YouTube TV, listening on Sirius XM channel 158, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or any of our affiliates across the country. Coming up in this hour in 15 minutes, we'll get into Real or Fugazi. Bottom of the hour, tonight's NBA card is intriguing. There are some bets to be made. And then we'll kick around Monday Night Football as well, Pauly. Here, reaction to week number 11. So going into the weekend, we had Rams Seahawks. We had Chiefs Broncos. And then we had last night's game.
Yeah.
Eagles Lions. Do you think it lived up to the hype?
Yes. The whole week was fantastic.
I totally agree.
You had 5 teams that won on the last play of the game, tying a record. And you had numerous teams trailing in the fourth quarter come back and win. The fantastic finish in the Rams game, how interesting the Eagles game was with the weather and the wind, and how Detroit was so bad on fourth down and how great this Eagles defense is. And give it up to Bo Nix. He did it. Good Bo showed up. He was excellent. Mahomes was not. That interception was a horrible throw. And he's human, and he has not had a good year.
Got to say this about Nix.
Sure.
That dude, when it matters most, when it's crunch time, fourth quarter we're talking.
Right.
He can point to the tape and say,
that's right.
I showed up again, man.
Giants, Eagles.
Yeah, multiple times
Chiefs,
this year.
He's got it done.
It's for a full quarter game. You're not going to trust him.
Right.
But when they've had it out of that guy, he delivers. Good for him.
But still, people and odds makers not buying it. When you got Denver the 1, New England the 2, Colts the 3, and you see at FanDuel the Bills are the favorites to win the AFC.
Boy, that's
crazy.
I mean, that team's not very good.
Oh, man, they got gashed on the ground yesterday.
I think that's just, oh, my God, 6 touchdowns. We got to put them at 4-1 or whatever.
They just lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh.
And by the way, they trailed in the fourth quarter of that game yesterday. The Buccaneers make another play or two. The Bills don't win that game.
Exactly.
And then what are we talking about?
The big Baker interception.
Yeah, sure. And then you know what we're saying? Forget about 4-1. Forget about this. By the way, more on this coming up. The Allen MVP push. Give me a break.
Oh, wow.
But it would be, are they going to miss the playoffs? That would be real.
Yeah. It's too bad Houston's going to miss. Because with Stroud and getting Collins back and that defense, they could be a problem. But I don't think the Chargers can do anything. There's a lot of winnable games coming up.
Now I don't want the Chargers to make the playoffs.
I know. He doesn't have a chance back there because of the O-line issues. No. Jacksonville has moved to $2 to make it.
Well, look at their schedule coming up.
Arizona, Tennessee, got another Tennessee on there. Some cupcakes coming up for Jacksonville, minus $2 to get in. And then what do we do with, the Ravens are a big favorite now to win the division, minus 320. And the path is right there for them. Jets, Bengals, Steelers, at Cincinnati. And they bank 10 wins, and that'll be good enough with that long winning streak. They can call it good at that point with 10 wins.
Yeah, but I'm a little concerned here with this team.
Oh, you should be.
Cleveland's defense is obviously very, very good. One of the best in the entire league.
Silly mistakes. Lamar running for his life, turning the ball over. Too many weapons to play and look like that.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I thought about when I was watching the game again yesterday. Like they're down 16-10 going into the fourth quarter. Like it was a very losable football game here. Yeah,
but they did try to hand them the game though.
Yeah,
the pick six, the fumble at the 10. There was another turnover. They had deep in their own territory.
The muff punt that game was
all-time bad. 35-mile-per-hour winds. The guy's in a hurry to dive.
Yeah, sure. Let me run towards it and then dive to make this attempt here, catching the ball.
Lamar's not taking off either.
No, though. So that tells you a little bit right there. Mm-hmm. And let me give you this. Mike Sandu, who has covered the NFL for a long time, with some great numbers here, comparing the Chiefs this year to last year's version. Again, overall regular season in the playoffs, they won 12 one-score games last year. This year, they're 0-5 in one-score games. But isn't it funny that this year they're averaging more points on offense, 25.4 to 24 a year ago. This is through 10 games, both seasons. They are allowing 18.1 points per game. Last year, they allowed 19.1. So their average margin of victory, 7.3 this year. Last year, 4.9. They have a better EPA per play on offense, double in fact, and they are better defensively with EPA per play allowed. Also turnover margin. At this point last year, they were -5. This year, they're +3. and yet 9-1 straight up compared to 5-5 this year. That is incredible. The luck factor last year was off the charts, and now this year it's going the exact opposite way for them. You could say that they're very unlucky with how these games are playing out. Like the pick 6 against Jacksonville. That's a huge game because now Jacksonville has the tiebreaker over this team.
Yep.
How big is something like Mahomes throwing a pick 6 at the goal line? Come on.
I know.
That doesn't happen.
That's why this Colts game's enormous because you have lost to the Chargers, the Bills, and the Jags. So Kansas City, the tiebreakers are going to go against them as well. And there's just, this is great that the Bears are in first place and they have this tough schedule coming up, but it's one of the craziest things ever. The last 7 wins, they're plus 20 in the turnover battle. They have the most takeaways in the league at 22. They're plus 16 for the season. How does this keep happening? I can't believe it.
Well,
and then they tried to give the game away when they were the better team for the whole game, except the last 5 minutes, and then they get the great kickoff return and Santos nails it. Shouldn't have been in that position. He should have made the other one.
Sure.
But then you let the Vikings hang around, and that kind of stuff can happen. But
I know we're all expecting regression because that does happen. But again, just like the Chiefs last year, that remained a thing for an entire year where they won these one-score games. Teams can do that. Buffalo, their turnover margin last year.
Plus 24.
Sure, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Right. So that was a thing for an entire year. Maybe this will just continue somehow where they're going to get so many turnovers, speaking of the Bears here. But again, look at their schedule coming up. So they're a 3-point favorite on Sunday against Pittsburgh. I think they win the game. I just don't think Pittsburgh's very good. After that, they're at Philly. That's Black Friday. And then at Green Bay the week after Thanksgiving. Back-to-back road games like that. Okay.
Well,
then they get the Browns defense, and then they get Green Bay again.
Oh, Browns at home is big. The home road splits with the Browns defense.
Sure. But then look at the way they close. If they somehow win 10 games, I'm trying to talk this into. What do you mean
somehow? I mean, if they win Sunday, that's 8. I mean, it's not. It's
okay.
You got the Browns too. That's 9.
Let's say the
Packers are beatable.
Let's say they're a division-winning 11-win team. Then I'll up it by 1 game, and they win that division.
Okay.
I'm trying to manifest my Ben Johnson Coach of the Year ticket.
Sure. I reached out to the guys at the Westgate too. By the way, they're 7-point dogs on Black Friday. That's what they make the number. That's huge for Survivor. You got a case, yeah, but it's also what happens with the Colts and what happens with New England. I mean, if they're going to win 13, 14 games.
Colts have losable games coming up, too.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
But if New England wins 13, 14,
I hope
they're going to give it to Vrabel because based on how bad they were last year, and I know how atrocious the Bears coaching staff was as well. But
can I say this, by the way? Like the odds movement here, the award stuff, a lot of it, the timing is just bizarre to me. We were sitting here for 2 weeks telling people that Matthew Stafford would have to be the MVP of the league.
What happened? Yes.
So he threw for, 140 yards yesterday? Didn't do anything on offense for the most part, and he goes to like plus 135 today?
Yeah.
Why wasn't he that number last week? Because they won the game? Well, he wasn't great in the game. That was weird to me. That to me, and now plus 150, we're seeing at DraftKings right now, May plus 185. At this point, how many guys can actually win this award? I'll expand on Josh Allen coming up in a minute, but...
Well, go ahead. Do it now. He can't win the award. He's not going to win the division.
Yeah, I had this in real or Fugazi. We'll do it early here.
Oh, okay.
But on the front page of ESPN.com today, they said that overreactions, right? MVP for Josh Allen was the first thing that, okay.
This is one
game.
This is the Texas push.
Of course it is.
How do you think like this? He just turned the ball over 3 times and lost to the Dolphins.
They were horrific against Miami.
Come on.
They're a long shot, not a long shot, but they're a dog to win their division now. If they're a 5 or a 6 seed and they win 10 games, 11 games, 1 game does not make the MVP. It's absurd.
All right, let me answer your question. Stafford, May, Taylor.
Is that the list?
I think that's the list. Who am I missing?
I don't know if we're going to have a guy come from the clouds. I really don't, because here's the thing, to tie in your Vrabel thing about Coach of the Year, their schedule is so easy. May should just throw for 275 yards every game.
Yeah.
And then how many touchdowns and how many rushing yards is he going to add? Hopefully he goes nuts this week against the Bengals.
The only guy who could come from the way back and get it, I guess, would be Baker Mayfield, because he still has a brutal schedule and he can beat the big boys starting Sunday with the Rams. But I'm not saying that's going to happen. But if they can one out Rams, Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. And he beat the Niners.
Yeah, he's going to start having a lot better passing numbers, though, is the only thing.
But he's supposed to get some of these guys back, and he lit up Seattle's defense. He's the only quarterback to do that. Scored 38 on the road. So winning out, that puts you 13-4.
Yeah. And I will say, again, one game cannot win the MVP. One game can lose the MVP. Darnold now done. I mean, that's
it.
Yeah, Captain Obvious here. Hello.
Yep. Got to be worried. They lead the league in turnovers, and that's what he does against good teams.
Some of those passes, man.
I know. That's Sam Darnold.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
That team, well, okay. I'll hold on to that one.
Neon City Music Festival's here. Free. All ages celebration of music, food, and art. Good Charlotte, Deadmau5, Breaking Benjamin. Brings you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. Fun starts Friday, runs through Sunday. An experience you don't want to miss. Book your stay now at Circa. Details, neoncityfestival.com. Circa Las Vegas, neoncityfestival.com. Get here, have a good time.
Yeah, some really good bands on that list they just rattled off. Pretty solid. Weather's going to be awesome. I love it when it gets a little bit cooler outside here for the first time. Don't you really appreciate like the hoodie weather now, November, December?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it can up the wardrobe. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bring out the hoodies and all that stuff.
Feels good to take the dogs for a walk.
DraftKings frowned upon hoodies. It was one of the bizarre things with being owned by DraftKings. Hoodies were bad for some reason on air, even though everyone wears them.
That's right. They're not going to be able to figure this offense out. Real or Fugazi next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard are here to make you a friend of ours.
That would mean you were made guy.
Investigating what is and isn't legit.
That's a Fugazi. All right? That's a Fugazi. I looked at it for 2 seconds.
Seeing through the lines to make you a better.
I know you know. And I know you know I know you know.
The FTM Army is being sent for.
In our thing, you get sent for, you go in alive, you come out dead. And it's your best friend that does it.
These two wise guys would never steer you wrong.
Forget about it.
This is Real or Fugazi on Follow the Money.
All right, from the biggest game on the board yesterday, Seahawks against the Rams. Despite 4 INTs from quarterback Sam Darnold, they did have a game-winning field goal attempt at the buzzer. They lost the game, though. The kick was no good. In my opinion, their power rating has to go up. You have to like them even more this season. Real or Fugazi?
100% real. So impressed with that defense yesterday and what they did. With a hole that Darnold put them in. And to be right in that spot where you have a game-winning field goal after your quarterback throws 4 interceptions. Full marks to Seattle in that defense.
Okay.
And especially McDonald.
So what is the biggest concern for the Seahawks would be what now?
It's Sam Darnold and the turnovers against good defenses. Week 1 against the 49ers. When they were healthy. He was awful. In a position to win the game, turnover. The Houston game on Monday night, they won, but he had 4 turnovers, and he fumbled in the end zone. Defensive touchdown. Here, hello. 4-2, you get the goal line stand, he turns the ball over immediately. Rams cash in. So they lead the league in turnovers now. So when they face an elite defense, hello, Philly, whoever it may be, Rams again.
On the road against Philadelphia.
Right,
and
he's going to put you in a tough spot, and he's going to kill your defense. So they're so good, maybe they can hold the field goals and maybe take it away themselves. But also, they have so many weapons now. I mean, you just JSN. And
I love how they get the tight ends involved.
That's right. What do you have, like 11 catches, Barner, or something? Yeah.
So they're good enough to win the entire thing. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen because Darnold's going to have an ugly performance.
That's right. That's who he is. Okay?
Uh-huh.
I don't care. It's week 12. The Eagles will not be able to figure this out on offense with Patullo such a problem. Real or Fugazi?
We'll find out a lot about this offense in the next couple of weeks, but I lean towards real. It's week 12 we're coming up on. They're winning. We know why they're winning games. They might have what is turning into the best defense in football by the end of the year. To do what they have done here recently after the trade deadline, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right? But they can't. Can they just flip a switch? Remember Shaq all those years ago? Yeah, screw it. I'll just flip a switch once the playoffs get here. Is that what they're going to be like on offense? That's a lot to expect all of a sudden.
No way. Absolutely not. Not with this. And A.J. Brown complaining every single week? How can you not get these guys involved? Goddard, Smith, Brown. You can't run the ball. That's another thing. Also, Lane Johnson banged up. I retweeted Bill Barnwell today. Check that out. How the offense stinks when he's off the field.
That's true.
As opposed to being on the field.
But look about what they have coming up. Next 2 games, the Cowboys defense and then the Bears defense.
Oh, this is the litmus test.
And then they get the Commanders twice yet?
If they can't light up the scoreboard, watch out. Chris Felica's on the show tomorrow. He had some good tweets yesterday. But Chris Felica has a good point about the rankings. Miami has 2 losses on the final play of the game. They have a better win than Ohio State, Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Oregon, Notre Dame, BYU, Utah, and Vandy. SOS better than BYU, Utah, and Texas Tech. If Miami puts together 2 more games like it did Saturday, it would be near impossible to leave a 10-2 Miami out of the college football playoff in favor of Notre Dame. Why would a team ever schedule a big non-conference opponent if beating it didn't matter? Real or Fugazi?
Oh, it's 100% real. We said this after the first rankings, 2 weeks ago? How were they number 18 and Notre Dame, they were 10 or 12? It doesn't matter. They were so far ahead of Miami, and at the time it made no sense when they were putting other head-to-head matchups and a lot of stock into that. But if they run the table here, they absolutely have to be in. The argument is going to be what? They're going to point to a couple of bad losses? And how bad was the Louisville loss at the time?
I mean, they had 4 interceptions.
Louisville was just not awful. I mean, at the time anyway, pretty good.
No. And the SMU's not bad, and
Sure.
There's a horrible officiating call in that game, too. But it's like head-to-head has to win out at that point. And I said it from day one. Like, how is Notre Dame this high? And then Notre Dame's lost 2 games, too. And the head-to-head's completely thrown out? One thing is Notre Dame with the brand name bias. I also agree with them that why is Utah and Vandy ahead of them?
Right. The Utah angle, I'm not so sure about at all.
I like Utah in their program, but there's
fine.
There's nothing on the resume.
Oh,
at
no.
all.
And then
they got humiliated at home by Texas Tech.
Yeah, that loss, I mean, that has to outweigh anything bad that Miami's done this entire year. They were never in the game at home.
And I think that was the backup for the most part, too.
Yeah. On that note, Texas Tech linebacker Jacob Rodriguez scored a rushing touchdown on Saturday. He should be live to win the Heisman. Real or Fugazi?
It's real. He's that good. Look at the tackles. Look at the forced turnovers, the takeaways, and what he's done. And if we're going to do that nonsense last year with Travis Hunter, why not do some gimmick stuff for him, too?
I hope this continues now.
Yeah.
Next
he's
couple
awesome. This is ridiculous what they're doing. They don't give up. They go back to back. This is Texas Tech we're talking about.
Yeah.
Remember, they couldn't stop anything. They couldn't win games when they had Mahomes. Now they're holding teams under 10 points now. And what they're doing? Yeah. It's incredible how good they are defensively. And they absolutely can win the whole thing.
I hope you're right. That'd be awesome.
They also should be safe. If they lose in the Big 12 title game, that shouldn't even matter.
Oh, no, they have to be in still.
Because the loss is the backup quarterback.
I can't wait. But if that happens, God, I hope that doesn't happen, because just imagine the push to get them out then, probably, because of that game being so important in the eyes of too many dumb people involved.
Well, if it's a rematch against BYU, they 100% have to be in. They already beat them.
Sure. The Chiefs will be fine. Real or Fugazi? Hey, look, you can't be wishy-washy here.
You got to elaborate. What do you mean?
They're going to be a playoff team, and at that point, watch out. Yeah.
All right. Real.
If they make the playoffs,
I'm 100% taking them to beat the Patriots in the 2-7 game if it was played Sunday.
Okay. Well, what about this? Yeah. What if they have to play at Denver?
That's not going to go well.
They get them one more time. That's going to be on Christmas Day at home. That might not go well then either. But if they...
I just think Mahomes is in a funk. Silly turnovers, missing guys deep. I'd like to see Thornton more involved.
So do I.
I don't understand why he's disappeared now. He's a big threat.
Came up with a huge play yesterday. So, one more here then. If they make the playoffs, they'll be the team to beat in the AFC.
Not without home. No. Not the 6-7 seed. No.
All right. Green Bay is much closer to average than elite. Real or Fugazi?
100% real. They got a ton of issues.
Their power rating now for a good month and a half has not been They're come on, that's not telling the real story here.
LaFleur's doing a bad job. Love's doing a bad job. They're having big drops. The only guy I trust is Watson. He went over as a receiving prop. I can't believe he caught the touchdown by Willis. I'd like to see a package for Willis. They can't catch any breaks with the kicking situation. Poor guy didn't have a chance with 35-mile-per-hour winds on the extra points. But, LaFleur's another guy. It's okay to kick a field goal. And how bad he was against Carolina? 4th and 8 from the 13. You pass on 3. You would have won the game.
Yep.
It's a big game Sunday. You should be able to beat the Vikings by at least 10.
I would hope they can win that game.
Yeah.
Like what McCarthy, the absolute path here is that the defense is going to allow McCarthy to do absolutely nothing. But that seems too obvious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Sure.
Good stuff.
Sure.
Great job, everybody behind the glass as always. I was the team that I got most wrong going back to July and August is definitely Minnesota. I had over 8.5 wins. That turned out to be a good price because it moved to 9.5. Doesn't matter. They're not going over 8.5 wins.
No, this guy had a lot of hype. He just hasn't delivered.
I don't think
he's been bad. It happens.
I don't think he's ready next year.
No.
So
a lot of people really get after him on social media too, and I think it's fair. It's like, did you watch him play at Michigan?
I know.
I mean, when you run the ball in a game 22 straight times, what do you think of your quarterback?
Sure.
I just think it was he couldn't really light up the scoreboard with Michigan too. But okay, Kansas City, Colts at home, at Dallas on Thanksgiving.
You want to play the win game?
Texas at home, Texans at home, Chargers at home, at Titans, Broncos, Raiders.
Oh man,
I mean they're going to make the playoffs.
Are they? They have like 5 losable games.
They'll beat Dallas, they'll beat Houston, they'll beat the Chargers, they'll beat the Titans.
Yeah, I don't think you can say any of that.
Come on.
You can't say
The Chargers are a mess up front.
If Stroud's back, they're
gonna get
automatically going to beat
killed.
the Texans.
That's a tough game, but they'll win.
Are we sure they're going to beat Dallas?
Yes.
How? Why?
Dallas can't stop anything. Come on.
Are the Chiefs going to be able to stop them?
Yes, they got a good defense. Come on.
I would agree, but this Dallas offense here they got a ton of weapons, man. And it's also Thanksgiving Day. Jerry's World, crazy things happen.
Come on, it's Mahomes. Come on. Raiders, Titans, Cowboys. Now I'm the 8 already. Got to beat the Colts, though.
Well, this is,
beat the Colts.
This means everything.
This is awesome.
I think this game is their world.
Awesome. I hate this team so much.
Yeah, but hold on here.
Yeah.
We also have like good numbers on that. Well, at the time, good numbers.
At the time, I know.
But now it's not, but to win the whole thing.
$1.90 to make the playoffs. The streak is going to be over, too. 9 straight division titles. It's here. It's real.
Busy NBA card tonight. We'll discuss it coming up next. The 3rd worst team at covering numbers is a rather large favorite tonight.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We're going to hang around for an extra half an hour as we do on Monday and Thursday for the primetime games. We'll join VSiN primetime tonight until 7:30 Eastern time with Tim Murray and Matt Heumann. So much more on the Monday night game coming up. Big NBA card tonight as well. And so I'm intrigued by a bunch of this stuff. The Bucks are playing at the Cavaliers, Pauly. Cleveland, disappointment, which is great for us because we have the Pistons at nice numbers to win that division. And in this game tonight, now this was 7.5 earlier today. Now 5.5, 6 at some spots for the Cavaliers. Cleveland is 4-10 ATS. That is tied for the 3rd worst mark in the entire league. Teams are shooting 37+% against this team from downtown, 7th highest. So you know where I'm going here. He did it again against the Lakers over the weekend in a loss, but Gary Bird, AJ Green, has cashed 10 different times this year with his 3-point prop. We're going to go over tonight, 2.5. I played it at +122.
I'd like to put out the bat signal to everyone if they can help us. Do you see Detroit Pistons to get the 1 seed?
Oh, you can find that, I'm sure.
I'm like, okay, well, I don't have DraftKings doesn't have it up, and I'm looking right now at other apps, and I don't see it.
By the way, they've been winning games without some of their better players here.
Yeah.
When Cade's missed games, I think Duran missed games, and still winning those games. So that's pretty impressive. I get the competition wasn't exactly like the Nuggets or OKC, but to still beat pros there without some of your best players is pretty good.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well, no doubt. And now Garland is hurt the toe again. So the on-off numbers when Mitchell with the offense is bad. And very disappointing start to the season here. So I think you get it corrected, that horrible loss against Miami, the thriller with the dunk at the buzzer. I think it'd be a high scoring game.
I think it's going to be high scoring, probably
Yes.
up and down the court quite a bit. And so I was staring at this game earlier today, and I'm like 7.5. Boy, that feels high. Didn't grab it, and now I like to have that number in pocket. But
yeah, well, I know you're fired up too because it's a wild night in the NBA for this Clippers off a crazy game in Boston. I think Harden scored 11 points in the last 20 seconds and then had a chance to tie it.
oh, he's having a great stretch of games here.
So now they have a back-to-back, and they're taking on Philly, and George is supposed to be back as well. You also have, the mother of all bad spots. The Bulls are off a game in Utah that went to double overtime, taking on the Nuggets, and the Mavericks are coming off an overtime game, and they're on the road as well. So we got some horrible spots tonight in the association. So Clippers-Sixers, again, Clippers, they hung in there against Boston, but again, the record, the defense, look away, hideous.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff on this game, and the 76ers now are laying 5.5. The total's around 220.5 or 221.5. The Sixers are the best team in the league against the spread, tied with Denver. They're 9-3. The Clippers are 3-10 against the spread. So here's a good note as well from Steve Makinen, vsin.com. NBA teams playing an away back-to-back. So like the Clippers are in this game. 13-26 straight up, 14-24-1 ATS when you're taking on host teams with 2 days rests over the last 2 years. So I know there's a lot of information there, but that basically tells you to fade the Clippers in this spot. Yeah. Also, NBA teams playing at home in a 2-day rest scenario, 26-15 over the total versus teams with a third straight road game last season. Embiid and Oubre are out. So is this going to be a Quentin Grimes game, or is it going to be all Maxey? Because opponents are shooting 39% from three against the Clips, and Pritchard smoked them yesterday. I think he hit 8 in that game.
Yep, correct.
So that's the 5th highest mark of opposing teams against anybody else in the entire league.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Maxey PRA over and Maxey rebounds over. Maxey 10-2 to the over with his rebounds this year.
I think Grimes is worth a look as well, like over 2.5 made threes in this game.
Yeah.
So you were all over the Heat right away to begin the season because they're playing so fast this year. They get the Knicks. It feels like they've played 10 times already this year, but the Heat are laying 1.5. Total is 244.5. Really hasn't moved at all since this morning. Knicks are 9-3 to the over. Heat 9-4 to the over. There's no Brunson. There's no Anunoby. There's no Adebayo, and Hero remains out as well for the Heat here. But Norman Powell is off to such an insane start this year. Now his prop is like 26.5 tonight.
I missed him again on Friday, what he did. Bombs away, a lot of threes. There was a huge acquisition in the offseason, along with the new assistant they brought in. So I'm all about Powell here. And you know how we feel about Spo. But this guy, he's shooting like 44% from three, I think. Why can't I find him? Trying to bring up
it's a very high clip. He's playing the best basketball of his entire career.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. So the other thing is the Knicks were number 1 in offense. Now that's dipped to number 3, but these are two huge injuries here as well. But I don't want any part of even look at an under with a Heat game based on pace and how well coached they are as well.
Earlier in the show, we had Nick Whalen on, by the way, 2 hours ago. You can always go back and listen to the Follow the Money podcast. He had a great breakdown on why he likes Josh Hart over 15.5. And there are some 14.5s out there, I believe, still with the rebounds and assists because his numbers go up when there's no Anunoby on the court, and you figure he's going to be playing a bunch of minutes as well without him and also Brunson going in this game.
Okay, he's shooting 48% from three.
Ooh, wow, is that good?
And he's averaging 26 a game with 4 boards. Also, Luke found at FanDuel the Pistons are 5-1 to get the 1 seed. Thank you, Luke. Okay, you ready?
Hold on. What's the biggest competition in the East for them to get the 1? It would be the Cavaliers turn it on.
Cavs and Knicks. Knicks are awesome offensively.
Oh, they're so good offensively, yeah.
Brown has done wonders with the offense.
That's pretty much the list, right?
With that, yeah.
No Atlanta?
Wow, these Trae Young numbers are unbelievable.
I know it.
Without Trae Young, they won 7 of 9.
Yeah.
They just ran through this road trip. What were they down? I forgot to put that in Bad Beats. They were down 22 with 9 minutes left and won last night. They're number 2 in defense.
Was that the Suns game?
Yes, it was.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson's playing out of his mind.
I know. I can't get there with the Hawks. No.
Okay, all right.
That's what it is.
Go ahead, hit me with
so
something.
I blew your mind. It was the most incredible thing I've seen. Joker is shooting 78% on 2-point shots this year. Their offensive numbers, when Joker is on the floor, Now, keep in mind, Houston's number one in the league in offensive efficiency, 123 points per 100 possessions. That's what you go by because that doesn't account. You don't use points per game. It doesn't account for pace. Everyone plays fast. With Joker on the floor, the Denver Nuggets are averaging 150 points per 100 possessions.
Okay, that's not even possible.
I didn't think this also was possible. This is from Tim Legler. From 3 feet to 10 feet, he's shooting 72%. He leads the league in rebounds and assists.
Yeah. And he's averaging, 27 a game, something like that?
Yes. This is ridiculous.
Wait, so if you break it down then, with him on the court, they're averaging 1.5 points per possession for 100 possessions.
Usually get up, I think, about 100 possessions a game.
Yeah,
so they'd average 150 points. That'd be on average when he's on,
150?
That's what they average. That's how good they are.
The number actually seems fake.
That's how good he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep. Don't judge a book by its cover. And we've been doing this for 4 years now. Okay? So he is an assassin and one of the best to ever do it. And this is just a horrible spot for the Bulls.
Yeah, I know.
I play a lot of high-scoring games. Maybe you look at the over here, but you also have to look at the props. And our guy, Cam Johnson, yet again, 10-1 under on his points and 11-0 under his points, rebounds, and assists. Check that out every day at vsin.com with the NBA prop analyzer. And Johnson continues to get it done for all the right reasons, or with his low turnout here, and been one disappointment acquisition that the Nuggets made in the offseason.
Let me give you this with Oklahoma City. Do you see the number they're laying tonight against the Pelicans?
I did.
17.5. Okay. Oklahoma City is 68-13 straight up, 53-25-3 ATS, playing in all one-day rest games since April of 2024. They're 8-0 straight up this year, 6-2 ATS. But when they have 1 day of rest to get ready for the next team, those are their numbers. 68-13 straight up, and they're 28 games over 500. So Caruso, I'm going to have to get an update. I know he was questionable, and obviously there's no J-Dub still for him, and Aaron Wiggins is going to be out of this game tonight. I think you might want to attack it with A.J. Mitchell, who's been so good. Did you see this, by the way? A.J. Mitchell was 200-1 to be the sixth man of the year before the year started. Last week he was plus 450.
Yeah.
So that went like this. But points, rebounds, and assists tonight, they're going to win by 30 probably. They'll get plenty of run.
Powell, 9-1 over his points. Forgot to mention that as well with what he's doing for Miami. I'm glad you're sitting down. Defensive rating, OKC, 102.8. Denver, number 2, 109. The gap between 1 and 2 is the same between 2 and 20.
They're better defensively this year than they were last year.
Denver is number 2 at 109. I mentioned OKC 102. You go down in the difference of 7. Checking in at 116 is Memphis and Portland at 20 and 21. Wow. That's the gap between them and the next best team defensively.
I'm just going to throw this out there. There's also news today on Victor Wembanyama. He's going to miss some time. So you can do with that what you want. I hate even talking about the award.
Yeah,
just going to put it out there.
And it was a big move. It moved significantly based on the news.
Up next, we'll recap our in-pocket plays from the weekend and tell you what we're on tonight here on VSiN.
To determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're right.
All right. Not a good weekend. A lot to grade here. And we'll get to the Monday night. And I am buying after Winston and Robinson couldn't get there for us. 20 yards on the first drive of the game, but he couldn't get to 60 yards. So come on down, bring your friends. I'll get a beer. We're going to put the 1 year on it. Not in perpetuity, just 1 year. So come on down here at Circa and let's get after it. And Mitch can buy some shots as well.
Plenty of people reach out to me and said they're getting all their friends, they're catching charters, they're coming out. Yeah.
I saw, my guy's in the desert said he's bringing 20 people for Wild Card Weekend. That's fine. Chiefs money line, no good. The whole world had him. That should have been problem number one. As Human said last week, and I reiterated, I couldn't find one person making the case for the Broncos. Notre Dame Pitt over. This was ridiculous. How many times was Pitt inside the 15-yard line or in the 10-yard line? They had a 1st and goal. They got it down to, I think, the 5. Then there was a Notre Dame penalty. They had another 1st and goal. Couldn't cash in. I think they got stuffed again as well. No good. Minnesota plus the points. 12-point game late in the 3rd. No good. Oregon wins with 2 late touchdowns. Rams money line, winner. Central Florida, that dog has fleas, plus 24. Texas Tech, 10-1 ATS this year as well.
God.
That team is a wagon. Gators, good performance. Could have won the game against Ole Miss, winner. Vikings money line, no good. McCarthy, terrible. He's been there with us the whole year. McCaffrey, 9-1 over. His receiving yards, no good in this one. Everyone 8 in that one.
Oh, and plus, it got out of control.
It did. It was not a McCaffrey game in that one. It was just as weird in Spain. Nothing for Waddle. It was all Achane on the ground. Waddle only had 50 yards. That's no good. And I mentioned the Winston. He had only 215 yards passing, I believe. That was no good. Couldn't catch a break here with the Chargers game. Both teams to make a 33-yard field goal. Jacksonville living in Charger territory the whole game. 5 touchdowns. Not one Cam Little field goal. And then they had 4th and 1 late and went for it as well. My favorite bet with the special teams hit. Titans' longest made field goal, Sly from 56. Goff anytime, 18-1, no good. We lost by 2 yards in the Minnesota game. Both teams to make a 33-yard field goal. Reichard hit from 31. Chase Brown receiving yards over, winner. Noah Fant receiving yards, winner, over. Every game he's gone over. Jonnu Smith under again. I don't think he had a catch. Jonnu Smith, every game has gone under for the Steelers. Robinson, free beers on me. No good. Watson receiving yards, winner, over. And Jonnu Smith, under, winner. Incredible that he's gone on. He was so good in Miami. They do love the Washington kid. Boy, is he a beast. You have no chance when that guy's come. Did you see that knocking 3 guys down? He freight trained 3 guys on that
Well,
catch.
I mean, how big is he?
Oh, I know. It's not fair. Tonight, Monday Night Football. Going to be a great atmosphere here and at the game. Plenty of Cowboys fans here. Both teams have a touchdown and a field goal in both halves at Caesars, 10-1. Pistons to win the division plus 450. JSN to break the record of Megatron. Had 100 yards again, 7-1. Broncos 1 seed, 5-1. Both teams to make a 33-yard field goal tonight. Lockett over yards. I'm with Warren Sharp. Ozzie play, TMI Ozzie. Lockett anytime, touchdown, 4-1. This is at Will Hill. Genty, 5 yards rushing each quarter, plus 310. Good luck, everyone. Apologize for the props.
So you're going to go Denver 1 seed over New England?
Well, I bet that a while ago. That was a couple weeks ago.
The Denver thing, 5-1?
Yeah. That's not new. That was old. Sorry.
The Chiefs-Broncos game, under 45. That was a winner yesterday. But that second half got a little squirrely.
That got hairy. 6-6 at the half.
The first half was a dream. I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Got it. And then it actually stayed under for the game. This goes back to Friday. Gary Eason got hurt in the game. So that was a loser. No refund here. Reed Shepard did go over in that game, 2.5, made 3s. I also bet him again yesterday. He had 2 at halftime, did not take another attempt. But the one on Friday, that was good at plus 158. And I had Robinson over 57.5 yesterday. That was no good for the Giants. And for tonight, we talked NBA last segment. We're going to get a lot of points in this Bucks-Cavs game. And the Cavs are not great at defending the 3. AJ Green is 10-4 over, 2.5 made 3s on the year, plus 122. Got to take it. And I'm tailing Warren Sharp on this breakdown. Yeah, Tyler Lockett over 3.5 catches tonight. It's plus 118. You can actually maybe find a little bit better than that out there. That's the best number available to me right now in Las Vegas. So I'm taking Lockett.
Make the holidays unforgettable with Omaha Steaks. I'm waiting for my package. Can't wait. The steaks, the burgers, sausages, so good. Holiday roast, hand-selected gift packages. Top quality meats and memorable gifts that bring everyone together. Every steak perfectly aged and hand-carved, exceptional flavor. And as a VEASAN exclusive, you get 16 free smash burgers. with any order of $129 or more, plus 50% off site-wide. omahasteaks.com/VSiN. omahasteaks.com/VSiN. For ESPN and Kirk Herbstreit, Texas is 15-1 to make the playoff at DraftKings. Miami's 3-1. Oklahoma's minus 220.
Oh.
Bama's minus 250. Better beat Auburn. Vandy's 3-1.
Are they in if they lose the Iron Bowl?
No way.
I can't. There's no way they can be, right?
No way. That's another thing that helps Miami. Florida State did beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Miami took it to them on the road. Oregon, $3. They should be able to survive a loss.
They might lose to USC.
You think so?
I mean,
that's a big point spread.
I know it is.
You think USC can hang?
If that turns into, USC can score, obviously.
That was a good win in the elements.
Yeah.
Coming down sideways.
But 10-2 Ducks have to be in.
Yes.
They have to be.
I would agree.
Let me throw some Super Bowl exact numbers at you.
Oh, I'm here for it. This thing's wide open.
It really is, and this speaks to it at the very top. There are 6 exact matchups with the same exact price, all at 30-1. Rams to beat the Colts. Rams to beat the Bills. Bills to beat the Eagles. Bills to beat the Rams. Eagles to beat the Colts. Eagles to beat the Bills. All 30-1.
I want nothing to do with Buffalo.
Do you want something to do with Indianapolis?
Let me watch Sunday's game.
Okay. I can go down a little bit more then, because if you don't want the Colts or if you don't want the Bills involved, the Rams to beat the Patriots are 40-1.
Yeah.
The Rams to beat the Chiefs, 40. Rams over Broncos, 40. If they get the 1 seed,
they're going to be tough to beat with that defense, even though
they have home.
I just have to accept it. They play down to their level of competition. And he's been great in the fourth quarter. You're right. They're a problem with the 1 seed in that defense.
Rams over Ravens, 40-1.
I need to see more out of Baltimore. Lamar Jackson has to play better.
Do you want anything?
The defense has been awesome. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Would you look at Seattle in exactas right now?
Yes. Oh, yes.
So they'd have to win the NFC.
Yes. How do you not love Seattle after that?
No, I love them, but we just talked about the team's incredible, but don't you think Sam Darnold's going to cost them a game when it matters most? Seahawks over...
Probably, but I still have to trust them with JSN, the coaching staff, and the nasty defense.
Could we get a Seahawks-Broncos rematch? That's in the 70-1 range. Seahawks over the Broncos.
Yeah.
Exact matchup.
Well, we've had New England Rams two times.
Yeah, true.
Can I bet Rams Eagles NFC title game at FanDuel? Do they have that?
I think you can.
All these people send so many crazy things in with the tip jar.
I think that you can probably find the exact. I think you can probably find the exact AFC NFC title game matchup somewhere. I'm not seeing it right now on DraftKings, but it might be hidden somewhere.
Well, I know some of these teams look bad right now, but still, it's January. You're a fan of your particular team, and Goff and the Lions are coming to town, or it's the Packers and that defense. I mean, it's a tough out. It's a tough game, and it's the same thing in the AFC. Oh, we're the 1 seed, we're the 2 seed. Well, here comes Allen or Mahomes or Lamar Jackson.
I know.
That's how it's going to play out here. The standings are upside down.
Yeah, the NFC playoffs, I mean, again, there's a lot of football to be played yet in the regular season, so things could change. But if, like you said a couple of weeks ago, freeze the playoff picture right now. If we were to do that, well, the Lions would be out, so I won't want that. I want the Lions in. But right, the matchups that we would get in the NFC,
just take out the Bears and put the Lions in there, and we're good.
I'm fine with that.
We'll take the Niners as the 7 seed.
Yeah.
That's some firepower.
That's really good.
Send them in tomorrow. Mitch and Pauly's Pizzeria tip jar. Do it every Tuesday now during the football season. Sponsored by Mama's Pizza. Best pizza in Texas. It was great to watch the first episode of Landman and see all the different spots in Fort Worth. And
you snuck it in last night.
Half of it. I'm not finished. But great opening tirade from Billy Bob right off. Breakfast is the most important meal. So it says who? Go get me a pack of cigarettes. It was excellent. So send them in tomorrow, ftm@vsin.com, or tweet at us. Send in your pizza money plays, your parlays, your anchors, ideas. Send them in. We'll do it tomorrow. Thank you.
Do you consistently eat breakfast?
No.
Oh, I never.
No way.
Rarely.
No way.
Yeah. All right, stay tuned after this show here. It's VSiN Primetime. We're going to hang out for another half an hour. Tim Murray, Matt Humans. We have Johnny Avello coming up a little bit later on tonight. Dustin Sweetelson on with Cashing Out. And wake up tomorrow early. VSiN by the books with Jensen and Dave at 7 a.m. Eastern.